Today we're going to show you how to replace your leaf spring in your FMK 9C1. This is what you'll receive when you get the new part. It'll be in a plastic bag with the leaf spring and a plastic roll pin. The two items you'll need is a 1/16 roll pin, a 1/8 roll pin, and a hammer. Okay, go ahead. We're going to go ahead and remove the slide from the frame. And now we're going to go ahead and remove the trigger assembly. 1/8 roll pin punch to punch out the center trigger pin. Just make sure you have room on the other side of the gun for the pin to come through. The 1/16 on the back. Now we'll go ahead and move the barrel release. And now the trigger assembly should come out. Slide release out. There's the trigger assembly. Go ahead and now we're going to remove the leaf spring. That's how you pop the leaf spring off. Go ahead and install your new leaf spring. Slide it into the slot. Align your trigger with the spring in that notch in the trigger. Make sure that's aligned when you put the trigger assembly back together while you're pulling it forward. Slide it back in. And now we can reinstall the trigger. Push down on the rear housing, make sure it's seated all the way. And go ahead and throw the rear housing pin in. It's the small plastic pin. Tap it in. Go ahead and install the barrel guide. And now we're going to go ahead and install the slide release. Make sure the spring's wrapped around and slide it into the slot. Now we'll go ahead and install the steel trigger pin. We're going to put it in on the right side of the gun halfway. And go ahead and use the plastic pin that's supplied with your new leaf spring. And we're going to install that on the left side of the gun. Tap it in slightly. And then we're going to go ahead and tap out the metal pin just to guide it through. Make sure your trigger moves freely. Make sure the slide release moves freely. It does. Go ahead and reinstall your slide. And that's it. That's how you install the leaf spring on the 9C1.